What's going on, my fellow residents? It's me, TheFrozenCavern, and today we're going to not continue, you idiot. We're going to begin our journey through No More Heroes, and we're also going to go on to the mild difficulty, and there is one more difficulty that's harder than this, but it's really only a new game plus exclusive thing, so yeah, we're not able to do that. And if I did that, I would probably hate myself, so yeah, it's probably good that I don't do it. But for those of you who are relatively new to the channel, you don't exactly know that I have talked about this game before. I've done a discussion video about it with Phantom Brawler, in case any of you know who that is. Oh, there's not subtitles right now. Okay, that's nice. I'll turn that on later, but for right now, you guys can probably hear them, hopefully. I hope I have the audio relatively good, but I don't talk about this game series very much, and I feel like it deserves a little bit more credit where it's due, but with the new game coming out in 2018, don't know when, probably summer maybe, I have no idea, but there's a new No More Heroes game coming out in 2018, so I need to get this game and the second game out of the way before we get to that game, and then we'll do a blind let's play for that game. Yeah, so he's stylish, fast, aggressive, and by the way, this is Travis Touchdown giving some narration over what's happening right now. But I'm talking over all of it, so, you know, that works out.
An agent with this whatchamacallit association.
Congratulations, you are certified as the 11th best hitman. How about getting rid of the 10 killers above you and aim for the top?
I want to be number 1. How's that? Short and simple enough for you? It's gonna be a long, hard road. But who knows? Could kick ass. Could be dangerous. Could totally suck.
Yes, it could. And knowing my play skill, this is going to be bad.
And for you there holding the Wii remote right now?
And also this game breaks the fourth wall.
Let the bloodshed begin.
Not as often as, say, Kid Icarus Uprising, but it does break the fourth wall enough. But, oh goodness, this is going to be a fun ride. By the way, I just want to say, this game is Demonetization, the video game, so that's going to be very fun for me. But we'll just have to work past all of that.
Fuckhead!
Yeah, I don't censor anything, by the way, so, that's too much work, and I already have enough trouble having to edit all these videos, so yeah, I'm not adding more work to my load.
Bad answer. It's game time.
Indeed it is. And unfortunately we also have like a tutorial segment here, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But, well, as in a little bit like right now. Since I haven't played this game in a good while, I'm going to do the tutorial. You guys don't have to view that. Thank me.
My hero. Show me what I gotta do. Made up my mind, wanna be like you, don't care whatever people say. I know I'll resurface you. I know I will. Sometimes anything doesn't go wrong. Well, I keep trying, keep moving. I don't believe what I was working on. Can anyone tell me the way to make it?
Okay, we made it to the end, and that was about 5 minutes. If you want to get everything, then you have to do the entire tutorial, which is 5 minutes. You don't have to do everything for the tutorial, but it's definitely recommended for some of the stuff that you have to do in the game. It just helps out a lot that you know everything. Oh goodness, I'm probably just going to make a montage, maybe, if I'm not feeling lazy enough. I might make a montage. I'll probably have some My Hero Academia music in the background, because that works. That'll work for it if I actually do that. But if I don't, then we're gonna have to talk about this. Not really. What was it? Slot machine thing that showed up. So basically, after you do like a super attack on an enemy or whatever, that little slot machine gauge will show up, and you have a random chance of getting some kind of super ability power thing that will add to your combat. And There's a good number of them. There's quite a lot. Now, I believe the one that I got, all that did was slow enemies down, so I just had an even easier time of defeating them. They're not really that difficult, but at the same time, it does help out a little bit. Where's the room? There it is. But I just got a trading card. You don't have to use them for much. And also, I have to try and explain so many things in combat, because of course I didn't do that in the tutorial. So, oh goodness. In this game, you can use high... Oh my goodness, come on. Oh right, this is also probably my least favorite one out of like all of them, especially if it's on slopes because I can't hit anything. There we go. Oh my goodness, this looks terrible. That's going to look very bad for everyone watching this. Oh my goodness. But anyways, there are both high and low ways you can attack enemies, and if I could please like look, that would be very nice. Oh my goodness, this game is very hectic. Let me say that now. There we go. But anyways, it's going to be very difficult having to explain everything because everything just happens so fast in this game. It's ridiculous, especially since I'm getting so many of these, what is it, slot machine things. They normally don't happen this often, but oh goodness, I'll try and explain them whenever I'm in between like battles. But like I was saying, there's both high and low attacks that you can do, and you can alternate them by tilting up on the Wii Remote or tilting down on the Wii Remote. Like, by the way, this is a Wii game, in case I didn't say that already, or in case it wasn't already obvious with the Wii Remote repeatedly showing up on screen. But there we go. Alright, there's still an enemy here. Come on, die. That'll be nice. There we go. Why did I get him? Whatever. Oh, this one's also kind of sucks too. I think I have to... Okay, no, I don't have to wait for that to go out. Good. Because that was going to take a while. So, having to explain so many things. Anyways, back on this. So, basically, I'm having a terrible time trying to explain everything. But that's mainly because, again, this game's very hectic. But there are just so many ways that you can attack enemies. So... Again, well not again. Anyways, just use high attacks for enemies that try to guard low. Use low attacks for anyone who tries to guard high. Or something else that you can do is that you can, okay, if I don't get hit, you can use these things called beat attacks, which can stun them, and then you can grab them and do some wrestling move on them. It won't always kill, or actually it didn't look like it killed there, but just make sure that you use all of your things to their fullest ability, because you are going to need to, especially later on in the game when fights get extremely difficult. And they can get extremely difficult very, very fast. Now, what this is a clash, and whenever you clash is basically when you and an enemy basically clash weapons. As obvious as that sounds. But once that happens, you basically just have to move the Wii Remote around in that motion in order to win the clash, and then you can basically just finish them off. And by doing the finishing move, you do the like indication that appears on screen. And by the way, I just like to point out, this is actually, like, to be honest, one of the most accurate and responsive Wii games like ever. I'll say that right now. Like, it's on par with Super Mario Galaxy, which is kind of saying a lot, but it is actually that responsive and that accurate. So, and like, this isn't even that, like, intensive of a, what is it? Of a, like, motion control game. All you really do is move up and down, like, whenever needed. Well, tilt up and down whenever needed. And, like, just shake the remote. Sometimes you don't even have to, like, oh my goodness, I got this again. But, you don't even have to, like, shake the remote up or down or whatever. Is there still an enemy around? There probably is. Yeah, there is. Okay. I messed up there. Okay. Okay, give me the prompt again. There we go. And we just destroyed him in a nice blazing fury. But anyways. Oh goodness, there's going to be so much stuff I have to explain. Especially with the whole superpower thing that's going on. But there's still a few things that I can explain. So there's also charge attacks that you can do, but they cost a lot of your power gauge, and I'll try to show it off, but like, you don't really ever need to do it too often. Like, it's a very, very, like, occasional thing for you to use a charge slash, mainly because, like I said before, it takes a lot of energy for you to use it, so if you end up using it, then you gotta have some kind of backup plan in case things go south for you. So I'll just show it off now since he's way too slow. So there's both a high and a low one. So on the right side, as you can see, I have like a little gauge there, and that's for my katana, because my katana essentially kind of has ammo, and you can refill it. Am I good? I should be good here. And you refill it by doing this. I won't say anything about that. I'll let you dictate that to your own will. But to the right, no, left, I'm stupid. That's not the right at all. That was the left. Oh right, I also forgot blocking. You can do that. And basically by blocking, all you have to do is lock on and aim your Wii Remote upwards so that it's in the high position. There we go. I also need to make sure that I keep my, my controllers like far away enough so that I don't accidentally like smack my other hand. Because that has happened before, because I've held my controllers like way too closely together. Thankfully you don't really need to do anything with the nunchuck, so, or at least for right now you don't need to do anything with it. I'll just get this little extra health here. I'll take any extra health that I can get. And I also need to remember to get these chests, because these chests have a bunch of trading cards. They're really just collectibles. You don't really need them for anything, but it's still nice to get whenever you can. Nice little reward that you can find. And now some of the guards have their own beam katanas, but they're still just as easy to defeat as the other ones. Alright, so, okay, now these guys have guns. Gun enemies are like some of the most annoying enemies in this game, because they can really just run away from you the entire time, and they can attack you while you're doing your own attacks. So, you know, if there's a bunch of them, and there are, like, there might be just one level where there's like a bunch of them, but, oh goodness, they're just annoying. They're very, very annoying to deal with, and blocking them can take up a lot of, your beam katana, like, energy, because even just, like, attacking doesn't take nearly as much as, blocking their bullets, which is odd, but it's whatever at the same time, I guess. Not really, though. It's... gun enemies are annoying. I'll just say that. Gun enemies are annoying. But now we're moving on to the next area. And this is also something that I'm thankful that I made sure of before I actually started recording, because oh my goodness, this is vibrating so loudly. that couldn't be any more obvious. But for whatever reason, the company decided to have the thing in, what was it? The actual microphone of the Wii Remote instead of on the actual TV, so that you would hold it up to your ear. But since I'm recording, I kind of need to hold it up in front of my microphone.
What you need to do it now. Your opponent, some call him the Holy Sword. He is good. No, you can take him. You are the man. I am Tiger. He only got his mother was an...
Okay, it also doesn't help that this Wii Remote is kind of bad, so the microphone isn't exactly that good, so some words are getting cut out a little bit. But yeah, again, apparently the microphone on this Wii Remote is like not that good. So, whoops. You guys are going to have a little bit of a harder time actually like hearing that. So I do need to make sure I turn on the subtitles at some point. But at the end of every level, we get these little masks here, and I'm not going to read all this. This is, no. But all these masks basically give you a wrestling move that you can use on the boss specifically. And hold on a second. I'm going to turn on those subtitles like I've been saying that I'm going to do, but haven't done yet. Subtitles on, and the camera should be fine for right now. I haven't really had too much of an issue. So, also, we need to... Wait, is that where I save? Okay, yeah, it is. Thankfully, I got very lucky. But we saved by using the bathroom. I will tell you right now, the presentation, I need to make sure. Wait, what is... Okay, that's rank 10. Okay, I don't care about that. But... I will tell you right now, the presentation for this game, it's quite unique. It is still Demonetization, the video game, but it's It's good. The presentation is very good. And so now we don't have to worry about really anything else, and we can just continue on to the boss.
Quite beautiful, wouldn't you say? Paid for with the lives of many. When you have the strength to take life for yourself, that is true wealth. I am free of desire. So long as I have this scenery to look upon, I need nothing more. Please leave me be.
You're the one leaving. In a body bag.
I'll only say this once more. Leave here now!
Huh. Me leave? You obviously don't know me.
You don't get it, do you?
Hey, you know what paradise is, right?
Paradise?
This is paradise. The place where dreams are fulfilled. Well, you've had your dream, old man. Time to wake up!
This is no paradise.
All right. Then what is it?
A place to die.
Huh. I'm glad you and I are on the same page here.
So naive. You have no idea, do you? What a pity. You make an old man cry. Arrogant, crude little shits like you come around from time to time. Listen well, young one. The wall is high, higher than you will ever know. Ultimate sacrifice is sublime. Now draw.
Huh. You can take that to your grave.
Okay, time to try and explain how the bosses are gonna work mid, like boss and bosses, by the way, they can take a good amount of time. So, oh goodness. But, for how this boss works right now, he's not gonna do too much, just a few attacks here and there, but I can easily just, you know, attack him whenever I feel like it, relatively. Okay, and I also did something on a complete accident, but what you could basically do, like what I did right there, is like a dodge counter, I guess. So basically whenever you dodge at like just the right time and everything slows down like really slowly and the screen darkens, like right there, you can basically just do a giant combo of whatever you feel like. Nope, okay, other way. There we go. You're not getting me on that. I do have to remember that I have to back up at some point. Okay, stun, do that, and there we go. Boom! And that's like the wrestling move that I was talking about earlier when we got the mask. Oh no. Okay. I'm getting a lot of these. I'm very surprised. Okay, I'm gonna run away a little bit. Nope, charge off. Oh no. Yeah, charging in this game is a little weird sometimes. Like, I'll press the one button, which is what you need in order to, like, get into your charging stance. But for whatever reason, I'll just go out of it. I don't know why, but I just do. And there's not exactly much I can do about it. And by the way, when I do a dodge counter, you have to dodge with the control stick. It's a little odd, but I guess it's more of a sidestep than a dodge then. Because actually dodging is like this, or something like that. And by the way, Travis is talking in the background. But we're not going to worry too much about that. Okay, do that. There we go. I also need to make sure that I don't hit my desk because I remembered I tried one recording and I ended up doing that. So, yeah, I need to make sure I don't get too excited. Okay, so now for the rest of the fight, he will spawn these clones who will do the same amount of damage, by the way. So, yeah, just make sure you're careful. And, oh goodness, you could still aim for the actual one, but main issue with that is that, of course, the other ones are still around, so again, they'll be able to hit you and get in your way very easily. There we go. And I can get all three of them here, or only two of them for some reason, but whatever. Oh no, come on. And I just have to say, the combat in this game is incredibly satisfying. To just be able to do the things that you're able to do, like the wrestling moves and the slash attacks. And that's definitely where the motion controls definitely shine, especially like here, downward. Okay, or unless it will miss. I think he was like disappearing there because that was a clone. I'm assuming that's the reason why that missed. But okay, that hit me, whatever that was. Go in. And this is relatively where the bosses feel like they start taking a little bit of time. But I believe that the wrestling moves will take a good chunk out of their like health. So make sure that you can do those whenever possible. And again, try to get those like sidestep counters whenever you can. And like they're really easy to do, especially with how many of them that I've gotten so far. I'm gonna try and get some health here. Okay, I have to be a little bit careful because he could just randomly hit me, and I didn't have my camera facing him when I was trying to get the health either. I should be good when it comes to my katana blade energy. So, oh, he's actually almost dead. So, come on. I want to see if I can kill him with a wrestling move, because I've never actually done that. So, I want to... Oh, come on. No, no. Nah, it's going to be too late. Okay, whatever. I'll try and get a wrestling move kill on one of the actual bosses in the game, if possible, but that probably won't happen. I don't think it ever happened in, like, a casual playthrough either, so...
Extraordinary. The moment I've been waiting for. The name Holy Sword is now yours.
You're joking, right? I don't care about titles or power. I just want to be number one.
Then master the
Well,
ways
number
of the
one
assassin.
is a title, and since you have to kill other people, that technically is a fight for power, so that's very hypocritical. But we defeated the first boss in the game, and we got 2 A ranks. Very, very nice, especially with how much money we're going to be getting for that. Very, very nice indeed. And also, one thing I need to point out is that, in, what version was it? I forget, but there was some version of the game where, oh my goodness. Okay, so I changed the camera there at like just the right time because this is actually supposed to show up, but since I turned the camera at just the right time so that it showed a blank screen, like you couldn't actually see it show up, but I forget which version of the game it was. I think it was the European version, but in the European version, if I'm correct, you can correct me if I'm wrong, if you actually know, but like the blood and all that would show up, that's in this version. It's not in the, what is it, in the European version. Like his body right there, I'm pretty sure his body would just be a bunch of ash. Like there would be no
So I
blood.
just gotta do this a few more times, right?
If you so choose, yes.
And you will keep your promise?
There is nothing the association cannot do.
And if I refuse?
As the 10th ranked assassin, you are now a target for those who want to replace you. Anytime, anywhere. Number 11 could be right around the corner, ready to put a knife in your eye.
So what you're telling me is that I gotta continue fighting. There's no way out of this. You set me up, bitch.
Quit your bitching and get with the program. There's only one road out of here. No turning back.
Okay, how about this? If I become number one, will you do it with me?
Again, Demonetization, the video game. That might as well be my title, to be honest. Just Demonetization, the video game. Because, my goodness, whatever. Like, it's the special charm that I enjoy from the game, but from a YouTube perspective, considering, like, if everything for this Let's Play does not get demonetized, I will be very surprised, to be honest. And if Nintendo doesn't hit me either, because this is a Nintendo game, so yeah, that's an issue. But, oh goodness, we're gonna save real quick, and again, just using the toilet. I need to make sure I don't save on my first playthrough, because, oh goodness, that took so much time, and I'm gonna be so salty if I end up saving over that on accident. Oh goodness, that's like slightly over 20 hours. I don't want to lose all that. Losing game save data that is very special to you is very, very bad. I don't want that to happen.
Am I ready? Anytime. Gotcha.
Anytime will have to be later though, because we're not gonna spend too much time after this. I'm also not going to say the definition of that word because just look it up at your own risk. But anyways, in the next episode, we have to head out because we're just going to do more jobs and junk like that. So until the next video, take care.